Welcome to the Cordial Gaming channel. Today I'm going to review Marvel's Avengers. There's been a lot of bad publicity about this game. However, I find it hard to believe after playing through the campaign. I really found it entertaining. The mechanics are smooth and fluid, the graphics and storyline are worth the time. So why did so many people find it so god-awful? Let's dive in and see. But I think after this, you might want to give this game a try. One of the things I really liked about this game were the flight mechanics. It really gives you the feeling of playing as an Avenger. The first one you're going to see is Iron Man. To be able to fly around in the Iron Man suit, hover and shoot, or even dive and fight is a really cool thing to do in this game. It's really smooth and fluid, as you can see right here. The fighting mechanics in the game to me were fine. I know there were a lot of complaints about them, however I'm not really sure why. Playing as Iron Man first was a great treat for me to use the repulsor cannons or repulsor beam, use your light and heavy attacks for a great time, and when you really get it down, make out for some really good combos. Playing as Thor was also very entertaining. To fly around as the God of Thunder and throw Mjolnir and even have an enemy pinned down by the mighty hammer while you punch away at him gave me a really fun feeling while playing. There are intrinsic attacks you can use by holding the right trigger and the attack buttons, which as Thor gives a lightning attack. That was fun to use, and there is an ability function that when prompted by the Y and B buttons seen in this video, you do a special attack that can also generate a health regain for you after defeating the opponent. Even being able to hover as Thor and throw Mjolnir at an opponent and deal great DPS was a fun feeling. I really find it hard to believe so many people were not into this game. There are a lot of things for you collectors if you like to level up and get as much loot as possible. Then this game is right up your alley. There are so many chests for upgrades and resources to level up it can be overwhelming to some, but to be honest it really helps to find them. An easy way to locate them while you're playing is to press the up arrow on your directional pad. That will give you a location to find. Have fun hunting. The abilities in this game were amazing to me. To be able to use the repulsor cannon and the Hulkbuster suit as seen here was a lot of fun. The light and heavy attacks give great DPS, and the duration of the Hulkbuster suit was pretty long and gives you fun and powerful feeling while taking out opponents. I mean, why wouldn't you have a good time beating up all the bad guys in the Hulkbuster suit? Come on. There's also a special attack that you can hit when prompted, again as seen here by the YB buttons, that takes a lot out of your enemies. Thor's Bifrost ability was a great asset to also have. I mean, to have Heimdall give you a hand and unleash the power of the Bifrost deals great DPS and can be used just about anywhere in the area. Thor's lightning throw ability isn't too bad either. To have the God of Thunder throw some lightning at your opponents looks pretty cool and helps create some space when things get crowded. Resources are everywhere if you want to take the time to collect them all. They can be found anywhere in the area and it helps with your leveling, so grab at your leisure. Just make sure not to get too caught up on finding them all, or you could be playing for a very long time. The map in the game can be a little difficult at first, but once you get the hang of it, it isn't too bad. There are a lot of options to choose from, including side missions you can pick from. The missions pretty much lead in the story progression as you play the campaign, but there are side missions that come up during the campaign. I would just focus on the story missions, and then once completed you can venture off and start the side missions. Or hey, you can try some of the harder ones, just make sure that the power level isn't too low, or it could be a hard day out there. So now that we've covered just about everything this game has to offer and how to play, what do you say? Would you want to try out Marvel's Avengers? I mean, hey, if you like comics and the Avengers lineup, then this game is for you. I only covered Iron Man and Thor, but you get to play as all the Avengers and the new character in the game, Ms. Marvel, which to me is a great story, and the way it was written for this game makes for a fun and entertaining time. You also play as the Hulk, Captain America, and Black Widow, which was a lot of fun. I'll admit, there are some parts of the game that are repetitive, but this is only because you have to play certain levels as a different character. To me, the benefit, after repeating it twice, made it easier, and I already knew where everything was as far as chests and resources for leveling up. And the fighting got easier and more fun with all the combos and special attacks. In the end, if you like RPGs and are an Avengers fan, then I think you should give it a try. What's the worst that can happen? You don't end up liking it? But I think that would be hard to do once you get started. Well, this is my review for Marvel's Avengers. I hope you found it informative and entertaining. I plan on doing more of these in the future, as well as some tips and tricks or even tutorials. If you liked and enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so I can continue to create things like this for the channel. I really appreciate the support and look forward to seeing what happens in the community. The rest of the video is just some gameplay, so stick around and watch. Maybe it'll get you interested and give it a try. This has been Cordial. I'm out.